the big ones clearly on deck are healthcare, education, and financial services. I think are the next three kind of giant sectors where I think software can have a revolutionary impact. We actually started out saying we're not going to do any healthcare. It was one of our things. We had a bunch of no-fly zones when we started our firm. No rocket ships, no flying cars, no space elevators, no drugs, either in the drug development sense or in the other sense. And then we said no biotech, no healthcare, because it's a different category, and if you're going to make invest in biotech companies or medical device companies, FDA approval, it's a different thing. We've actually gotten much more involved lately in the cross section of healthcare and IT, and there's all kinds of interesting things happening at the intersection of healthcare and IT and software. And actually, there's things happening actually on the medical side, and a lot of that, it's very interesting things now happening around genomics and big data applied to genomics. And then there's another whole set of things happening around healthcare information, and making like health marketplaces work better, and direct access for consumers to doctors online, and all these incredible kind of new services. So I think healthcare is going to be really interesting, and we're diving in much more aggressively there. Education, is a big one that I've talked about a lot in public, but I think education is ripe for transformation. Actually, Clay Christensen has been doing really amazing work on that. It's worth reading. He's very passionate about that. And then financial services, we think it's go time for financial services. We needed a breakthrough software technology to be able to go after financial services. Financial services, right, the big problem for startups in financial services is it's regulated to death. And it's gotten worse, right? We call Dodd-Frank the Big Bank Protection Act of 2012. Like it's the largest wall in the world for a startup to have to climb over to really compete from scratch. But Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies give us the technology change that we needed to go after financial services. And so we are now looking at a very broad cross-section of new kinds of, whether it's new kinds of lending, new kinds of insurance, new kinds of derivatives, new kinds of small business financing, new kinds of fundraising, crowdfunding, crowdsourcing. We think now there's enough technology change happening, and both consumers and businesses are kind of desperate for alternatives, that there are some very interesting new financial services companies to get built. And then in the long run, the two that we would like to work on, we haven't gotten to yet, but in the long run, law and government are the other two really big ones.